Hello and welcome to the Cellar Door. I'm George and today I'm in Echuca, home to the famous Murray River paddle steamers and Echuca Distillery, the first Victorian distillery to be making agave spirits. It's also where I'm headed today. Let's go. Located just across the Murray River from the New South Wales border town of Moama, Echuca is the closest settlement on the Murray River to Melbourne. Established in 1854, it quickly became one of Australia's busiest inland ports. These days, the steamers serve a more recreational purpose, as does High Street, lined with an array of shops, historic buildings, and my next destination, Echuca Distillery. Later on, I'll be getting a masterclass on all things agave, but first, I'm meeting Dave, over a gin of course, to learn how this family-run business has quickly established itself as an essential destination for anyone visiting the area. Dave, thank you so much for having me here at Echuca Distillery, which is your retirement project, I believe.
It is. It was in 2012 that myself and my wife came to Echuca to retire. We had a manufacturing business which we sold to a multinational, so we came up here and I thought I'd find something to do, but the truth was soon dawned on me that I was pretty bored.
Yeah, so you created something to do.
Exactly right. For a while I did it at home, you know, some experimenting and playing about, but I first purchased the still because I saw it at a food show that we went to at the time, and then we thought, maybe we've got to build a building around this still.
Right, so the still came first.
The still came first, and we went about it the wrong way. And then
It seems like you've ended up in the right place, though.
Very much so. The old port of Echuca, which was the ideal place because as a tourist town, this is where the tourists come, and we wanted to be in the thick of it. In the beginning, obviously. You know, I did most things myself, but it soon came to a head where we just got too busy. It got to a stage where we needed to decide where we were going for the future, and so that's where Peter, our son, agreed to come across.
Yeah, so you brought Peter and his wife Sarah up from Melbourne?
Yeah, up from Melbourne. Peter's got 2 degrees in computer sciences, and I spent a fortune sending him to uni, and now he's distilling.
It's paid off.
Parents, take note. Your next employee could be right under your nose.
You know, he's really the right guy. He did it at home. He has an interest. He has a passion. In a project like this, without passion, you can't do it. So.
Before we meet Peter, I think we should sample some of his work.
This is our High Street Dry, so
Dry.
I guess it's a London-style gin. A London-style gin, traditional with a citrus twist.
Cheers, Dave.
Yep, and you.
Yum.
Yep.
So
This is
fresh.
this is the first gin that we ever produced. It's a bit of a London dry, I suppose, with a citrus twist, but it's still probably my favourite. So
Yeah.
it's a yummy gin.
Yeah,
Easy to
it is
drink.
a yummy gin.
Yeah.
Is that the official term?
100%. So we do yummy, not yummy, and this is yummy.
Great.
Now let's meet Peter, who's going to take me through some of the ingredients of today's gin distilling.
So we are in your headquarters. I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's gin.
Yes.
We've got our giant bowl of juniper.
Yes.
But I'm not sure what's happening across here.
So today we're doing our High Street Dry. So I guess one of the primary flavours in this one's probably the oranges. The next second big ingredient in most gins is this coriander seed. So the coriander seed Probably can't go into all of our secrets
Oh
here,
no,
but
of course not.
cassia bark, which is very cinnamony sort of flavour. Bit softer, a bit, if you ask me, nicer than cinnamon. So we have various roots that we put in here. Angelica root's probably the big one. A little bit of ginger root, which is nice.
And Angelica root, do you find that in a few gins across the board?
Yeah, quite a lot. That one helps to bind the flavours to the alcohol.
I'm still stuck on finding out the secret.
You don't have to tell me what it is, but which one of these containers has the secret
Well,
Echuca Distillery?
most of these containers we've actually got a mixture of ingredients, so I'm telling you about the primary one, I guess, Henrik.
Okay, I can't crack this vault.
One of my favourites is in this one actually is the lemon myrtle. So lemon myrtle's an Australian botanical, but it's got that like lemonade-y sort of flavour. It's a real nice smell to it. There's a real mixture of herbs in there, so whether or not you smell it.
But what are they? It's a secret.
There's also some Tasmanian pepperberry ground up with mace.
That is a delicious bouquet.
I'll be back a bit later on to put them in the still, but right now I'm heading into the bar to meet Cam for some agave spirit.
Hi Cam.
Hello, how are you?
I am very excited. I can smell these delicious
Yeah,
agave
absolutely.
notes
You'd almost
coming at me.
think you're smelling honey and,
Yeah.
and oak, and spices.
It's a far cry from the tequila that I used to drink as a new drinker.
And has anything actually changed, or?
For me. How dare you? Now, before we get stuck into this, we're still at the Echuca Distillery, but we're in Barley.
Absolutely. So the residence or the building is Echuca Distillery, but we actually lease this beautiful bar and restaurant here, and we called it Barley. The reason for the name is actually we're brewers as well. So barley is the main grain that we put in all the beer that we produce. So we thought there's a little nice connection because our brewery is local as well.
And so here at Barley, you sort of function as the cellar door for Echuca Distillery?
Absolutely, to showcase Echuca Distillery products. And then from there, we have a great eatery, small plate bites, a fantastic cocktail menu.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the tasting side of things is what we do and what we're going to tackle today.
Shall we?
How much tequila have you drunk in the past?
Look, not that much recently, I'll be honest. I'm
Fantastic.
slightly scarred from my youth.
Well, tequila, or agave, I should say,
Yes.
is definitely a brand new product to the Australian market. And so hopefully we can change people's minds and opinions of those early days.
Look, the smell that I'm getting, the bouquet, certainly delicious.
Initially, you should be getting honey, spice, zest. So the first one you've got here is the silver agave, which is just a base model where basically spirit is just put through the still and it comes out the end, and this is exactly what happens. So it's very simple spirit. First, obviously smelling the spirit is definitely what we want to do. So agave gives off a lot of honey-like aroma, but it's not honey, it's nectar, which is still a fructose or a fruit-driven substance, but very unique, and that's what gives that unique character.
And it comes from like a cactus.
Absolutely.
Sort
So agave plant so it's a cactus-looking plant. This particular product is from blue agave or blue azul in the technical world. And so that base syrup is what then they ferment and they distill, and then it becomes something beautiful like this. Now, when sipping a spirit, we do recommend have a sip, hold your mouth closed, and then slowly, as you swallow it, then open it up, and that'll actually stop the burning sensation, but it also helps open up the flavours on the palate. So it's a bit of a trick, especially with a product like this. Ready?
I'm ready. Well, that is very nice.
So smoother than what you typically would drink. Fantastic. There's going to be almost a sweetness, so almost it can be a slight caramelly or vanilla kind of flavour and aftertone to it, and then those really light honey notes as well.
There's like a savoury
note to it as
component,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That savouriness could also be spice as well, which is you always get subtle spices and spirits. So that for me is probably that note that you're picking up there, but nothing added as such to create a savoury character as such.
Yeah,
so
so
that's
it's
natural.
not infused like
No.
a gin.
That's right. So it's definitely all natural from the agave.
Yeah, right. What kind of cocktail would you make with this?
Margarita, we definitely have quite a lot of versions of margaritas on our menu because these products are just so great to work with. with. We have things like a pine lime, a Tommy's, which is a classic. So we go from very savoury, classic salt rim to fruit, tropical. You can do nearly anything with a silver tequila. It's actually quite a wonderful product. So you kind of can just Google whatever you like as a fruit flavour and throw it in, and you shouldn't be too disappointed.
Awesome.
Obviously, there's a few tips and tricks that I won't share, but
Well,
that's why you got to come in.
Yeah.
On that note, 1 margarita, please.
1 chili lime margarita. Cheers. Oh yeah.
I'm well on my way here at Echuca Distillery, and after the traditional high street gin, Dave's got a more contemporary offering for me to try. Butterfly pea and passion fruit.
It's a fabulous name, but it's also our most delicious gin. I'm sure.
Does it always work that you say the name and it just
It
appears?
doesn't matter what I say, it just comes along.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
It is a beautiful gin. So it has butterfly pea in there for colour and the passion fruit for the flavour. And it's real Australian passion fruit juice. And the interesting thing about butterfly pea is it is normally a blue-purple colour, but as soon as you add a bit of tonic, it goes pink because the pH changes. So it's like, science experiments. So, yeah.
Science in a glass.
Yep, science in a glass, and those, the beautiful ice blocks.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Are fantastic. So everything we do here at Echuca Distillery, we do the long way.
An eye for detail.
Enhance the experience.
Yeah. Well, I'm set.
Cheers again. Yeah.
It's my butterfly pea and passion fruit gin. Oh wow.
Yeah, it is a wow. Woo! It is a wow, and as I say, online that just goes
Yeah, I can see
wild.
why.
Yeah,
That is
it's great.
summery fresh.
We also make a pavlova cocktail here, and that pavlova cocktail uses this particular one. And I think on a weekend they can do up to 80, 90 of these cocktails on a Saturday afternoon. It's absolutely popular. It has meringue on the top, has the beautiful passion fruit flavour. It's yum, yum, yum.
If I say the name
Did I
of
say
that
yummy
3
before?
times, will
This
it
is-
appear? Well, I've tasted the science, now I might go see it in action.
Back in the still room, it's time to take all the ingredients we saw earlier and add them to the still, where juniper berries have been soaking overnight in a neutral grape-based spirit.
So, I have been put to work.
First, in goes the coriander seed. Then the lemon myrtle and the rest of Peter's secret herbs.
So, am I trying to keep it on top of the coriander seeds?
Yeah, that's right. Just spread it out. We're just trying to do a consistent process. It doesn't really matter that much.
But I'm doing such a good job anyway, aren't I?
Absolutely.
Oh, it smells so good in there. Okay.
That's all the roots.
I'll tell you what I'm putting in, but it's a secret. This looks and smells like a hot cross bun.
We've got a hot cross bun liqueur coming out very soon.
I beg your pardon?
Stop everything.
Very
A hot
popular.
cross bun liqueur.
Yep. So it's a gin-based liqueur, and a lot of those ingredients you'll find in it, and particularly the cassia, which is the cinnamon that you can smell.
Sign me up, please.
Got all of our dried botanicals in there.
Yep, that's right.
Is it time to fill the basket?
Yep.
First, we close this one up to stop any alcohol escaping. The still boils the mixture and the vapours infuse all the botanicals. And now it's fruit basket time.
Is this hot?
No, it's not hot yet. So it's still heating up. It's only about 30 degrees, so it's safe at the moment. Later on, please don't touch anything.
Okay. So this is probably going to be the best batch of gin you've ever made, right?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
These oranges infuse with the gin vapours, adding that extra citrus twist.
So I can hear the heat going in there.
So this still is heated with steam. Vapors will travel through this pipe work. Basically, it goes up and down throughout our still.
The distilled spirit absorbs the gin botanicals while passing through the stills column. There are various different types of distillation columns, all for different types of spirits.
What are these columns?
So the next one across is vodka, and then the last is a condenser to basically turn the vapour back into a liquid.
There's also whiskey on the back burner, so watch this space. And of course, there's the agave still, but we'll come to this later. It's not all sipping gin and agave, there is work to be done, so I'm meeting Fiona at the label machine. That's right, I can do jobs.
Fiona, you are the other half of the power duo that run Echuca Distillery.
Yes, I am, I think.
And how involved are you in the day-to-day?
Just do a bit of everything, really, whatever needs done.
And so this is your second family business that you've had.
Yes, that's correct.
So your first one was...
We had a business in Melbourne for about 20, 25 years, and that was in the flavour industry. We've got 4 children, and they were all involved at some stage in the business.
That's lovely. And so now you've got Peter involved here as well?
Yes, our son recently just came up with his wife, and now they're involved in this business, and it's great. It's lovely having family back.
What's the secret? What's the secret to being able to work with your spouse and your whole family for decades?
Having a lot of patience.
And a lot
Especially
of
with
gin?
the spouse.
Yeah.
I'm not meaning the children so much.
Yeah.
Okay, time to work.
One of the things you do is labelling the gin by
Yes.
hand, all the spirits.
It is all done by hand. And we've got this little labeler machine.
Are we going to fire it up?
We may as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a go?
Yeah, okay.
So this here is our lemon myrtle vodka. And the only thing you really have to do, see this little notch here?
I do, yes.
So you put this down and see this little white bit?
Yeah.
Make sure that's sort of
Lined up.
lined up with that.
Okay.
Put pressure on the bit here and you'll hear it click, and when it clicks that means release.
Okay.
Oops. Did you hear that little click?
I think so.
Yes, so basically that's it.
Oh,
It's
look
quite
at that.
easy. Then we do our tops and we seal it. So
All right. If I get this
You can
right,
do that one.
can I be part of the family? That's the notch.
yes,
Line it up. And listen for the click. Was that the click?
that's it. Yeah,
What do you think? Am I...
good job.
Yeah?
You're employed.
I quit. Bye, guys.
You can start tomorrow. You've got
Yeah.
300 bottles to do.
Oh, actually, I just remembered I've got a thing.
Well, after all of that, I feel like I've earned another drink. Before I head back to the bar, let's check in on that gin.
So we've taken the head out of the gin. This is the heart, which I'm going to taste, but I'd just like to let you know that it is 91% alcohol.
Bring it on. I think I'll leave the heavy tasting to Peter. As for me, I'm keen to try another agave.
The next one we're going to look at is the gold. So this is in the middle. So the first thing you're going to notice, probably colour.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So do you know what manipulates the colour, where it might have lived?
Is it barrel?
Absolutely. Well done.
I win.
Fantastic. So barrel aging, obviously the wood imparts flavour. This does impart notes, and that's where you can pick up savoury notes that we spoke about before. But it's also what we call oxidisation as well. So something goes from light and it'll eventually get darker and darker and darker. Being a spirit, it'll do that very slowly. So that'll take years to turn into a darker colour.
Yeah.
Similar to the whiskey world, I suppose.
So how long does this spend in
This spends a minimum of 3 months. So this is what they call a rested. In Mexico, it's called a neo, which is an aged tequila. But for the Aussie version, rested's the word that...
what kind of barrels do you use?
So French oak, particularly in this distillery, which softens spirit. So it actually gives the spirits a lot of vanilla and humble spice, opposed to charcoal.
Humble spice?
Humble spices.
She was the quietest Spice Girl.
There you go.
I cracked him.
If you smell, yeah, we do add the capsicum in. Just kind of works with those, because from that short time in the oak, it actually gives quite a sweetness. When I talk about vanilla, it imparts a lot of
Yeah, I got
sweet
that,
vanilla
yeah.
into the product. So we garnish with something just to kind of balance it out without chili. it's right. It's that pepper right in the middle. So we find it's a nice balancing act. So do you want to have a little taste of this one?
Yeah.
So compared to the first one, do you find this one bigger, or do you find it smoother and more robust in flavour?
I feel like it's more complex flavour.
Absolutely. Well done.
That is great.
Yeah. So the word drinkability, it is just drinkable.
I could sip this.
Absolutely. So from a tasting point of view, it's fantastic. But then moving into the cocktail realm, it translates really well as for both. So like I said, I find this really diverse.
Oh, that's really
as
nice.
a product.
It's
It
got
is
like
yummy.
a smoky kind of.
Yeah,
finish to it
absolutely.
too.
And like I said, wood time in the barrel will impart those types of flavours, which is really cool.
This is really delicious.
In fact, I think I might even need a moment. Stay tuned, there's more to come.
Whilst filming the Cellar Door in Echuca, our crew chose to stay at Paracuta Vines. Located right next to the majestic Murray River, Paracuta Vines is the most awarded holiday village in the Echuca-Moama region. Relax and replenish with a stay at our quaint lakeside village. Our reclaimed timber villas are fully self-contained, making them a bona fide home away from home. Enjoy our pools, tennis court, nature walks, fishing and birdwatching. Echuca-Moama accommodation simply doesn't get any better. To book your stay, head to paracutavines.com.
Before the final agave, I'm chatting with Peter about its distilling process.
So we can hear that the still is going. What are we standing next to here?
So this is our fermenter. So this is where we make our agave spirit and our beer for a whiskey.
So agave spirit is fermented like beer.
Yeah, exactly. So what you're holding there is our agave syrup. So this syrup comes from Mexico. It's from the blue agave plant. So all tequila is made from this plant. We can't call it tequila, obviously, so we call it agave. And basically we just put that in the fermenter with some water and some yeast, and we ferment it, which produces the alcohol.
So a whole lot of this syrup.
A whole lot of that.
Right.
So originally it starts out, it's a little bit like a honey sort of texture.
Can I smell it?
Absolutely. I think most health food stores, even supermarkets, you can get agave syrup these days. And it's a nice natural sweetener, low GI, healthier than sugar anyway.
And then you turn it into a health drink.
Kind of, yes. So any sugar can be basically fermented and turned into alcohol. We use different yeasts for different products. The recipes can vary greatly, so the end result really depends on what you put in here. It just concentrates your flavours. So this is a really important step. Garbage in, concentrated garbage out. You got to make sure it tastes good before it goes into your still.
But you don't taste it like you would with
Oh.
an aged. Oh, you do?
We absolutely do. What we're producing here is not necessarily something that you'd want to serve to a customer straight away, because it's not really the best flavour before you distill it. But as part of our quality control and stuff, we need to be measuring how much sugar is left in here. We want to make sure we've got as much alcohol yield as possible. And we do need to sample the flavours just to make sure there's no off flavours or anything wrong with it before we distill it.
And then I should probably sample the flavours once they've been bottled.
That would be the best time, yes.
I think I've tasted my share of unfinished spirits, so it's back to the bar where Cam has the final agave for me.
And this guy.
This is brand new. This is the chili and lime.
I got a chili.
You do. This is an ancho chili.
Where do they sit on the...
They sit at the bottom of the Scoville units.
That's
They're
the one,
1,000 to 2,000. And as you know, the Trinidads and the hot ones go up to the millions. So this is this is a tame chili. It looks scary, but we thought we'd give you a look at what it is.
It's the tiny ones you've got to watch out
Correct,
for.
yeah. Where this is more on the peppers end of what happens. So that goes in there for the warmth of the product, which we'll look at in a second, but it also adds to the colour. So when you pick this one up, the natural colour in this, it's got
like
that
a coppery
ready.
kind of,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So it's naturally coloured by capsicum, but it only gives a very pale hue to it. So to intensify that colour, the additive of the chili actually assists with bringing that to a darker, more appealing.
So when you say you add them, do you pop them in the fermenter with
not the fermenter itself. So that's the primary stage of what happens. It's actually the end.
Right.
So after it's been distilled, and then you've got the product which comes out of the distillery, then they add it to the tank. Then
and it just sits in
yeah.
there.
So it's what we call steeping.
So does that mean that the tequila
macerating.
worm is giving a worm flavour to the...
Not so much. A worm isn't sort of the equivalent of a piece of ribeye steak. Like it's. So let's smell this one.
Ooh.
Like I said, we've got fresh capsicum, fresh lime zest, and then the additive of the ancho chili in there. So a perfect balancing act is what this drink is. We feel like we've created the perfect chili marg. And we know a lot of people love a good chili marg, and this product just heroes. All right, let's have a little taste of this one. Now, savoury or a bit more of a sweetness and spice. What do you pick up here?
That citrus sweetness is like
correct,
right there.
Yep. So for me, I really pick up the agave richness in this.
Right.
And for me,
that sweet.
That's
syrup.
that sweetness in this. With, like I said, that additive of the zest and the spice just helps balance that out.
That spice is just warm.
Isn't
it's
it?
not.
It's
like
lovely. Yeah.
Hot.
Absolutely. And that was very carefully thought out by the distillers. Definitely wanted a product that they could sell and we could on-sell that was really marketable to a broad audience.
That is good.
Opposed to going, well, unless you love your chili wings down at this end, you know, we found something really balanced in the middle. What we do here is all about lots of flavours, trying lots of food, lots of beverage. So for me, it's really important that you can get from A to B and not
without burning your taste buds
without getting
off.
stuck sort of on your first drink. So they're the little things we think about as producers. We're here to showcase and we're also here to make money. So we'd like you to have a second or third or fourth, fifth, sixth, 10th drink.
Oh, me too. I'd love to. Cam, thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome. I hope you've enjoyed.
I have indeed.
Thanks, George.
And I will continue to.
So will I.
Well, I've had a lovely day here in Echuca and a great time at the Echuca Distillery. And now to kick back and enjoy those river views. I'll see you next time on the Cellar Door.